So this part we're going to discuss SoftSynths and MIDI controllers. So first, I guess I'll introduce myself. I'm Shayne Lawrence. I'm in the band, industrial metal hip hop band project called Twitch, and yeah, I'm just doing this little video series. There's a much longer video that I did with the same name, but I'm trying to make these little bite-sized chunks so that it's easier for you guys to get through the information that's in the longer video. So, where to start? What SoftSynths should you get? Well, quite frankly, just get whatever fucking SoftSynth you want to fucking get. There is no cut and dry of what makes a good industrial SoftSynth. In all reality, it's all how you use it. It has nothing to do with the presets or whatever. It's all how you use it. And I could go into my philosophy a little bit about that. My thinking is I come from a very minimalist thinking where it's like, okay, if you're gonna create music, rather than having a bunch of stuff that you may or may not use, why not focus in on a couple of pieces, like a couple of different pieces of software or SoftSynths, and focus on solely those pieces, or even just pick one and focus solely on it, learn it, and make an entire song with just that SoftSynth. Make your drum sounds with it, make your synth sounds, your bass sounds, your fucked up weird effect sounds, all of it. Make all of your sounds with that particular synth. And the reason why I think that way is because if you set limitations, you learn something and you challenge yourself. And I'm not saying don't get other SoftSynths. I'm just saying, like, you don't need a ton. You just have a few specific pieces, and you use those pieces. You learn those pieces, and it may be challenging, but you'll grow as a musician and you'll grow as an artist by doing that. So I think that's all I'm gonna say about SoftSynths. There's some SoftSynths that I like because of the presets, but I'm not gonna suggest a SoftSynth that it's all user discretion. It's all you pick something you like and you stick with it, and you learn it, and then you fucking know it, and you can create the sounds you want with it much easier and much faster than you were able to when you were first starting out. So now I'm going to discuss MIDI controllers. What should you get? Once again, this is up to your discretion. You got to figure out what you're going to use it for, and if you want tactile control, because some people don't care about tactile control, and they're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna draw in the fucking sequencer and draw in the MIDI notes and all that kind of stuff. Some people do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I like tactile control. I like having keys, something to play with, something that's inspiring and fun. And I think you have to keep those in mind when you're thinking of purchasing a MIDI controller to control your SoftSynths or whatever, your effects or whatever. Something else you might want to consider is, are you going to be using it for live shows? If that is something that you're considering doing as well. So you kind of want to purchase something you're going to utilize, and not like, well, I bought this and I barely use it, so I'm just gonna not use it anymore and get something else, and then it's the same fucking thing over and over and over again. Pick something you're gonna use, and use for the long term, and then you're not spending a bunch of money on a bunch of useless crap that you're gonna like pick up and like go, oh, this is cool, and now I'm fucking bored of it, so see you later. I will leave some recommendations as far as starter gear. There's some in the comment, or not in the comments, in the description of the video. I will tell you what I chose and why I chose. I didn't go for any. I use SoftSynths. And to be quite honest with you, I'm trying to get away from using SoftSynths and using strictly my synthesizer. And I think I just want that challenge because you know, I love this fucking thing. I love my synthesizer, and you know, I want to utilize it to its fullest extent. And you know, I want to get away from SoftSynths because for me, I said this in the longer format of this video that, you know, I find hardware synthesizers generally sound better, and it doesn't quite have the same quality as a software synth, and that's simply for the fact that, or hardware synthesizers, that's simply for the fact that hardware synthesizer, all the chips, all the sounds, they're all the synthesizer hardware, internal electronics are specifically designed to make synthesizer sounds. The difference between a hardware synthesizer and a computer is that a computer does a bunch of different things and can do a bunch of different things, but it doesn't necessarily do them well. So I didn't go straight to SoftSynths. I basically, when I knew I was going to purchase something with keys, it was going to be this synthesizer, and I'll get into that in the next video. Yeah, I chose this because that's what I wanted, and yeah, you have to figure out what I'm gonna say this again. You have to figure out what you want. What are you going to use it for? You know, do you just want some tactile control, or do you actually want you know, integration into your DAW where you have faders and buttons and all that kind of shit, and tactile control with keys or pads, finger pads? Or, you know, do you want a fucking hardware synthesizer? Is that the route you want to go, or do you want both? Like, and in that case, if you wanted both, you could actually use your hardware synthesizer as a MIDI controller anyway. So, like, as long as it has MIDI implemented into it. So, like, I use this for certain SoftSynths, even though I'm trying to get away from SoftSynths. The album I'm currently working on, obviously I haven't been able to get away from that because I started writing these songs while I was traveling, and I'm not taking my synthesizer with me while I'm traveling, so I'm using SoftSynths as a way to get the sounds I want. And then it just basically turned into I don't feel like recreating these sounds on my synth because I've pretty much got the sounds perfectly how I want them to be or exactly how I wanted them to be in the SoftSynth, so I just haven't done that yet. So future, this is what I'm going to be strictly using. So yeah, recommendations, obviously I'm going to leave them in the comment section because I've already mentioned this. Leave them in the comment section, or not the comment section, the video description. And yeah, there's all kinds of different gear out there. I mean, yeah, there's so much stuff that, you know, with so much potential, and you know, you just kind of just gotta pick something that, you know, you feel is going to be long term and you're going to utilize to the fullest extent. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you have any questions or comments, ask away. Like, you know, about hardware synthesizers or soft MIDI controllers or whatever it is, you know, anything related to this series, or even questions that aren't related to this series, just please ask away. Yeah, I will answer your questions. So if you feel this video is valuable and you feel the information is valuable, please share it with your friends or whoever. And if you enjoy the content on this channel, please subscribe. So thank you very much. See you in the next video. Fuck yeah.